Like
Hush.
PKA gems.
These professors who've been just rummaging through books for years, they're what are they cashing in on?
We really have to talk to Dr. Chizagak getting the Painkiller Already religion up and running, because there's some money to be made here.
We considered getting our own religion one time because the
John Oliver inspired
John Oliver did it, and it seemed like the regulations were very loose. And
it's our favorite kind of regulation.
Yeah, we fit like, I don't know, there were like these things you had to hit to get a religion.
We meet on a regular basis.
Regular basis. The enough followers, etc. You know, we had all our all our bases covered, and we did run out of steam on that one. I would love to get ourselves a religion. That would be great.
The way that you're saved is you buy like 3 T-shirts or something.
I call writing the Bible.
Yeah, I don't know which one of you is Son and which one's Holy Ghost, but I'm totally fucking Father.
You can take no. You know what?
You're
like
gonna
John has
you
been
called
saying,
God.
Yeah, there's a lot of plagiarism going on.
Yes.
Where, even the Christians were like, those Egyptians had a pretty good fucking tale. How about we just like change the names? Nobody's gonna notice. They can't read those hieroglyphs. Like, we need to branch out a little bit, make some new rules. Like the 10 Commandments that's old hack. That's shit. There's some in there that don't even make sense.
Yeah, some of those, we don't need like 4 or 5 of those things, and we need to add a few more.
Yes.
Yeah, no idols. Yeah. Like, we should be the idols.
Yes.
Make idols of us and the people that we tell you to be idols.
I was looking at merchandise today. We should make bobbleheads.
You can't even really fault the people who exploit everybody with. I mean, you can, but the people who exploit all those sort of naive or dumb people with who want a God to worship, who want a pastor to show them guidance, to tell them that it's all going to be okay. And I mean, we're the only animals on earth who know we die, so we're afraid of that constantly, and we're afraid of what's beyond that. So we're always looking for somebody to tell us it's going to be okay, or how it's going to work out in the end.
Or something to explain, like the idea that all right, so if you've got a bad life, if things aren't going that great for you, if someone comes to you and says, hey, are you down? Life's not going that great? Well, don't despair, because this is just a fraction of a second in the grand scale of things, because all of eternity is going to be spent in God's kingdom with anything and everything you could ever want. And you just have to, sign up with us.
Pitch.
Are you having a hard time? Is life not treating you right? Have I told you about patreon.com/PKA?
Sign up.
For $5 a month, you get early access to some shows and eternal salvation.
Yeah.
We need to add that to one of the levels.
Everything's so easy.
Eternal salvation?
Yeah.
It's like, it's just so, it basically allows you to be stupid. Like, it allows you to just go, oh yeah, of course, yeah, it's what I thought it was, or it's there is no mystery to life, or there's no sort of chaos out there. It's just it's all God's plan.
There's seemingly no need to keep reaching for an explanation once you have it.
The $3 Patreon level doesn't really offer a lot.
Jesus.
If we could add eternal salvation to the list, that might be just the kicker that some people are looking for.
How good do you think the first guy who maybe accidentally fell into inventing religion felt? Where he's like going to his mud hut friend and is like, I've been trying to break out as an author here in Macedonia for so long, and I wrote this book. And people are buying it, man. Like, they're buying it. It's like, dude, you need to roll with this. Like, there's a whole thing in there. It's like, yeah, they're already giving me money. Like, I don't know. Should I just start? Should I pretend it's real? Like,
just write next to fiction.
See how far this will go. All right.
I just wonder, like, if Jesus actually existed, like how many times did he run the resurrection story? Like, how many towns did he go in and play the resurrection game? Like, it was like Ocean's 11, where, it's like, he had all these people mystified. Oh my God, he came back, and where's all our gold? Like, they got robbed in the process. It's like,
couldn't have been me. I was dead.
I mean, because there's no mass media or anything like that. So how many? Well, or like, if you look at like when they talk about he changed water into wine or walked on water, it's like, well, so did Chris Angel. Like, if Jesus were alive, he'd have a show on basic cable.
He'd be on public access.
We talked about
I bet he was not nearly as humble as like people wrote him in. Like I bet he was doing it almost like a stand-up comic where he was telling the whole story of it. There I was, one day into my hell venture. I can't believe. Quiet. I couldn't believe it. Satan was there, and then just gets through the whole story. I'll be here all week, and then just steps off, and that's it. Like I bet that's more what it was like. Yeah, drops the weird.
We talked
cob,
about the
fuck it is.
convenience of the whole scam, right? Like how the whole thing just the fact that like the only thing you really have to do is sign up seems a little too convenient, right? Like almost every sin you commit is okay, is totally forgiven. The one thing that you can't get away with is not being part of my religion. If you make that flaw till the end, you're fucked.
Yeah.
And,
You just keep asking the Lord for forgiveness. You just keep you keep whispering to him at night before you go to bed and before you eat. And it's
so long as you keep worshiping him and sending me the cash, we'll forgive you indefinitely.
Yeah, there's no thought required. Yeah, it doesn't. Just go ahead and be stupid.
You can be running mafia numbers games, but just weekly confessions and cash, and you're good to go.
If there,
go ahead.
If there is a heaven, I don't think there is a hell. I'll say that for sure. I don't think I can't.
I also think there's no hell.
I'm gonna assert that.
I'm saying even if there were a heaven, the idea of a God who has a hell, who like has a place like that where he throws the people who don't kiss his ass, doesn't seem like the behavior that you would expect from a God, right? Like especially not the God, like the one and only, like someone who should be
really like a sadistic dick.
Yeah, it's like maybe we need to talk to the devil because I don't think. I mean, they threw him down there where they're talking about throwing me. Maybe he and I have more in common than that guy who's doing the throw and do. Like maybe we need to talk to the devil. Maybe Satanism is the answer.
Maybe it is.
Put it on a T-shirt.
Those goats are a little intimidating.
I always wonder, like, I mean, with heaven and hell, I always think like hell is like heaven's waiting room. Like
That's purgatory.
In the waiting. It's like you're sitting in the waiting room for heaven, and it's like remember when Tim Tebow kept winning games, and like all those fucking evangelical people were like, "See, I told you," and it's like you didn't tell me shit. Fucking Marion Barber ran out of bounds. That's why the guy kicked the 58-yard field goal. I mean, you didn't tell me shit. But it's like you have all those people like walking past you in the waiting room going, see, told you. Yeah, it's Christianity. Yeah, you should have subscribed, dick. And it's like I got to get mocked by those dicks the whole time as they're getting into heaven. And I'm just sitting there, okay, great. All right. Thanks.
My favorite
was big boys do what they want.